小ということは、それだけですでに一定のアドバンテージがあることになる。ではなぜ希少と言えるのか。それは一瞬の判断力というものは後天的に伸ばすことが難しいからだ。知力や体力は言うに及ばず、人柄さえ後から伸ばすこともできるだろう。運についてはもはや考えても仕方がない。では判断力はどうだろう。こればかりは鍛えようとして鍛えられるものではないとお父さんは考えている。人間、頭を絞ればそれなりの答えを得ることができるものだ。だがその時間がないとしたらどうだろう。そして往々にしてタイムリミットは常に近いものだ。ビジネスの世界とは生き馬の目を抜くようなもの。早い者勝ちであればこそトップを走るランナーが最も美味な果実を得ることができる。一瞬の判断に際してまるで何かに導かれるように正解に至ることができるもの。彼こそがおそらく真の成功者なのだと思うよ。え、お父さんかい？お母さんにプロポーズした時くらいかな、なんて。ははは。
Okay, that.
とのことでした。
I nodded to myself. It felt like very weighty advice, aside from the last part, anyway.
一瞬の判断力ねえ。ねえ、まさ。
Huh? I'm not sure.
ああ、もうこれはダメね。
Hey.
そんなつまらないことで。
まあ今のは冗談だけど、でも確かにそうかもね。まだ学生だからピンとこないところもあるけれど、タッチの差で誰かに果実を奪われてしまうこともある。それを考えれば一瞬の判断力って本当大事なんでしょうね。
I would take the words to heart. Thanks, Ruko. That was really educational.
いえいえ。
Can't stop smiling. Eating lunch with Ritsuko had begun to feel like a natural thing. Prior to winter vacation, we couldn't act like a couple in public since we had to hide our relationship, but now things have changed ever since our bold declaration at Chanty Noel. We didn't have to hold back.
最近はみんなにもだいぶ認められてきたみたいなんです。それが私嬉しくて。
Accepted what?
私たちのことをです。
Ah, you mean people were against it at first?
ええ、もう。
Disco looked uncomfortable for a moment.
冬休みの間も結構メールや電話はあったんです。考え直してみたいな。
I see. Seemed a bit odd, at least. I had never considered things from that angle. But when I thought it over, it did add up. You're so popular after all, it must have made your fans pretty sad. Then there's that, the idea of dating a boy at an old girls' school, right?
ええ、そういうのはあると思います。ワンセンヌではほとんど聞きませんからね、男女交際って。
But most of the time, just because it was an all girls school or all boys school didn't mean they had no contact with the opposite sex. I remember what my friend whose sister went to an all girls school had said. My sister going to another mixer today. Damn, I'm not good enough for her. He had a bit of a sister complex, of course. There was that method too. Of course, business put restrictions on when students could leave, but you could always use summer vacation. Apparently, the idea that you would wait until after graduation to date was something of an unspoken consensus.
あと、私はイメージの問題もありましたから。
How you were the last person? You were the last person they expected? Mitsuki had said something like that before.
はい。でもそれはあくまで人が抱いていたイメージですからね。 私にだって誰かを愛して愛されたいという気持ち、それは
I can't stop.
憧れみたいなものでしたけれど、
I'm too freaking
そう
happy.
いうのはありましたから。
Her title, Bella Bean, was a formidable one, but maybe people paid so much attention to the prior part that they lost their view of the person beneath. Not only that, she ended up with a newer title in the other game, that much I know for sure. Yes, again, I saw a screenshot, and it was one of the lines, and then it was the description of why. And in actuality, Risco was a very sweet, kind-hearted girl. So was it hard?
ただみんながみんなというわけでもありませんから、もちろんすぐに祝福してくれた人もいました。それが多分あの結果に。
The result of what?
いえ、
I'm glad though no one said anything to me, so I never knew things were so hard on you.
苦労というほどでは。結局みんな最初はちょっと驚いただけだと思います。
Well, starting next year will be not. It might not be that odd to see men and women dating around here.
来年から？
Oh, is it that time already? I wolfed down my salmon and mushroom cream sauce pasta. I had seconds, so it looks a little longer to finish. There, shall we go then?
マサヤ様、口元が。
Let's go wiped my mouth with a paper napkin. Thanks.
いいえ。マサヤ様はいつもいい食べっぷりですから。
I'm kind of a glutton. Here's hoping I don't put on weight.
そんなことは全然。むしろ引き締まったたくましい体で。私ったら一体何を。
Why she wiped his mouth? They're just like a married couple. She had almost said something very dangerous, but fortunately the others didn't seem to have overheard. I can't stop the smile. Saturday after class we had a photo session. What do you use the photo for?
もちろんポスターよ。
Posters? Wow, you're making posters.
業者さんに発注するのよ。プロの仕上がりだからそれはもう見事なものだわ。
Manufacturer, huh? That's amazing.
サイズは B2 で200枚ずつするの。正直結構お金はかかるそうだけどね。
Feels like a little waste. Everyone knows what you look like even without the
まあ
poster.
そうね。でもやっぱり年に一度のグランデボートだから。
ある意味文化祭や体育祭以上の一大イベントなのよ。何しろその年のプリマドンナを決めるわけだから。
I see.
前にも言いましたが女の戦いです。いいものですよ。女と女のプライドがぶつかり合うのは。
Is it really?
写真になってポスターとして貼り出されるのかと思うと正直。何を言いますかお姉様。凛々しいお姿がバーッと張り出される。想像しただけで。
It should be obvious that Konomi would have promotional posters and an extra copy.
好みはそう言うけれど私はやっぱり。
Risco seemed pretty uncomfortable with it.
まあまあ我慢して。立候補するのはあなたなんだから、ポスターくらい貼らないとね。
はい。
Are you really embarrassed about it? Risco nodded. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, Risco. You're really wonderful.
何言ってるのよあなたは。真顔で。
Oh, I guess. I mean, I'm not joking or trying to flatter her.
あとマサヤさんは白百合会でしょ。紅バラ会を励ましてどうするのよ。
I guess not, but
相変わらず原理主義なんだから。二人はアムールな関係なのよ。固いことは一個なしにしましょうよ。まあ
恥ずかしがることないじゃない。私は楽しみですけどね。写真。そうなのですか？
Risco looked at her through upturned eyes.
ポーズを取っちゃったりして。発展かね、あなたも。まあたまにはね。たまにかしら。
While we were talking like that, Tammy arrived.
来た来た。ごきげんよ
Huh? We were waiting for Tammy?
う。ええ、今年のカメラマンは彼女だから。ごきげんよう。いやー、夢中でレンズを磨いていたら今日のことうっかり忘れそうになっちゃったわよ。
撮影のために磨いていたんでしょ。本末転倒な話ね。
それだけ気合も入るってものですよ。なにしろん。
Tammy turned a curiously discerning eye first to her eyes, then to Risco.
我が校の美人どころ2人をカメラに収めるわけですからね。とあるカメラマンは言いました。写真撮影とは被写体とカメラの性行為だ。体が熱くなるわ。
あのね。
Even Ayaka knows that you should calm down.
やめてください。女の恋人枠はもう私で埋まっていて。
Is there a slot for that?
それはいいとして、じゃあもう2人は準備はいいの？ええ、準備って何かあったかしら？メイクとかね。でもまあ
Gave them a discerning look.
いらないか、そんなの。上等な食材に蜂蜜をぶちまけたら台無しだものね。
It was an odd comparison, but I sort of saw what she meant.
じゃあどっちからにする？あ、リセ様からどうぞ。
I can't stop.
そう？じゃあ私からお願い。ういこの猫のデジタル一眼レフが火吹くわよ。
Rise was definitely into it, but Risco looked depressed the whole time she was waiting for her turn. I sat down next to her and whispered in her ear, I'm really looking forward to seeing your posters, Risco.
では頑張り
Give her something motivational to do. Risco smiled for the first time. Ow, my head. Friday after class, we got the posters back from the manufacturer. We were going to hang them up together. Hey, can I look at yours, Risco?
ええ、どうぞ。
見るのが待ちきれないってわけね。
Absolutely. I took one out and unfurled it before my eyes. That almost looks like the same picture from when we first met her. Freaking. I can't. What was I doing? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was generally impressed. She looks amazing, even better than the idols I seen on TV.
これが本当の三位一体よね。
Tammy came by the check and stuck out her chest triumphantly. Trinity.
被写体、カメラ、ポスターよ。すべてがプロレベル。まあ、ポスターは実際業者のあれだけど、全2社だって波のプロ以上だもの。
Felt impressed all over again. Tammy's words were no exaggeration.
本当です。私、色子って言うんでしょうか。見本をもらったんです。部屋にパーッと貼ってありますよ。やめてよ。
A very idol-like response. But you really are beautiful. At first I didn't see the point of the poster, but having seen them, they definitely seemed important. Hey, can I have this one?
ボートが終わったら。
Got it. Put the poster back and picked up the the Tide bundle. Wow, they're pretty heavy. Are you guys okay?
はい、私が運びますから。うりゃ
Okay.
力持ちね。小柄なのに。
Have you ever saw a midget try to pick up something that's worth 300 pounds? Then you'll know something impressive with such a tiny body.
これが愛です。愛ってね。
ごめんなさい。私ちょっと放課後は母。
校長先生に？じゃあポスターは私たちで。
すみません。好みお願いね。
The end. I feel it being crushed.
はいです。海苔とハケに愛を込めて貼っていきます。
それはいいから。
It should be obvious.
お入り。
失礼します。
What the headmistress had business with her daughter, she usually waited until later in the evening to visit Risco in her room. It was rare to get called to her office. She arrived and sat down on the couch. Her mother was holding some sort of album under her arm.
リツコ、お前まだお好みマサヤと付き合っているの？
That should be obvious.
まだって当然だわ。あのね、お母さん。私はもう身も心もあの人に捧げた。
Her mother waved a hand. Dismissively, they laid the album out on the table.
それ見ておきなさい。
何これ。
Risco opened the album suspiciously, then her eyes opened wide.
お母さんこれ。
苦労したのよ。それだけの候補を集めるのは。まあ、あなたの写真を見せたら全員が乗り気になったけど。
もうやめて。
Risco threw the album onto the table, speaking in a strangled voice.
私はもうマサヤ様以外の人なんか考えられないの。他人とダンスをするのさえ嫌なのに結婚だなんて。
やっぱりそうだったのね。3日の社交パーティー、気分が悪くなったというのは嘘で。
気分は悪くなったわ。
シャーラップ。へりくつはいらないわ。抜け出してお好みマサヤに会いに行っていたのね。
悪いの？好きな人といつも一緒にいたいと願うのは自然なことだわ。それにしてもどうしてわざわざ校長室に呼んだの？
なるべく早く渡してあげようと思ってね。
いらないのに。
それ部屋に持って帰ってじっくりと見ておきなさい。
いらないってば。
どうかしらね。
It was a strange thing to say. Risco gazed at her mother's face. Her expression was strange too, like she was possessed. It was a frightened expression.
お母さんの様子がいつもと違う。
And how many parts is this in? 5. You know what, I'm just gonna call it a break here because I'm too hyped. Because we're almost at the end of this, and then I have to get the other game, then finish off with that. But anyway, this is the Anime Owie signing off. Sorry I'm making this portion a little bit short. But I will finish this. We're almost close to the conclusion, and I'm going to be jumping for joy once the ending comes. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Keep watching anime. I'm signing off.